How's it going, guys? Getting started here. Running a little behind. Went to Kings Island Amusement Park today. A little late getting home. But I figured we could start it a little bit later. For you guys in different time zones, it might be better. My wife's company picnic. We've got 2 of them filled from Facebook this evening. Second one. I'm going to get them written in, and then we'll jump on it. Both are filled. We will try live fill. After we break these 2. A lot of good stuff went in. I think I got pictures of about everything posted. Forgot a couple, but that's okay. I like the hidden ones. Makes it interesting. See a monster come out I didn't put a picture of. How did I screw that up? Yeah, the wife's company picnic at Kings Island Amusement Park today. It was fun, but hotter than the gates of hell. We've had a pretty mild year so far. Today was not mild. I thought it might be better for the people in the other time zones. We in the East tend to act like we are the only time zone that matters. Holy cow, 103 on Thursday to 65 tomorrow. Good grief. I don't think we've been over 100 for a few years. I don't think we got over it last year. That's hot. I do roofing. I can tell you when it gets over 100, I don't do anything. Nothing worse than grabbing a piece of metal when it's 100 degrees and that metal is 150. I find it more enjoyable to stay home on those days. 65, though, that's a 40 degree swing. That's almost unfair. All right, guys, about got it written out here. We'll pull some helmets, get moving. Hope everybody had a great weekend so far. We don't go quite that early, but the goal here in Ohio, most roofers will try to start at between 6 and 7. I don't like it when we start losing the time. Honestly, I like being able to go fishing till dark. When dark is 6:30, it kind of screws it up. I forgot it was summer tomorrow. Finally hitting summer. We're getting summer temperatures. course, that kind of heat makes it hard to go fishing. My son's baseball game tomorrow. They were making up games tomorrow, and for whatever reason, they couldn't make them up, so we're pretty glad about that. He had one yesterday, was a makeup game. He didn't get to pitch. He's a PO. For anybody who doesn't have kids playing baseball, that's a pitcher only. They didn't have enough boys show up. They asked him to play third base, so he got his first at-bats since he was 18 years old. He is now 22, and he batted against his college teammate. This is a summer college league, and he went 2 for 3. I almost felt bad for the college teammate. That had to be a little embarrassing to let a PO go 2 for 3 off of you. My boy was not a great hitter when he was a hitter, so it was pretty funny. Yeah, he was pretty awesome. The problem was he didn't get to pitch, so I acted like I was irritated, not happy. I was happy he hit, but not happy that he didn't pitch. My wife said I was being ridiculous, and then he comes out and he was happy that he got the hit, but pissed off that he didn't get to pitch, so I felt justified. The 66%. Yeah, his college team has a group chat, and of course he's telling his teammate he was a week late on his Father's Day card, and all that kind of good stuff. So he's got bragging rights for a while. I'm sure the next time they play that team, his teammate will be begging to hit against him, try to even the score. All right, got him in, guys. All right, this one is a 2-box break listed at $6 today. I got a little sunburn. My collar's kind of hurting my neck. This 2-boxer, we'll see what we get. Pull some randoms here. First up, we had Scott with New England. Philly. Nathan. Detroit. Seattle. Al. KC. Arizona. Bill. Buffalo. Chicago. Scott. Houston. Baltimore. Bill. Cincy. Miami. Scott. Tampa Bay. Atlanta. Bill. Indy. Dallas. Vlad. Giants. Steelers. Dave. Vegas. New Orleans. Dave, you also had Washington. Cleveland. Al. Denver and the Rams. Green Bay. Jacksonville. Tim. San Francisco. The Jets. Scott. The Chargers. Titans. And Zach. Minnesota. Carolina. All righty. Forgot one at the bottom. Okay, guys, we got Scott, New England, Philly. Nathan, Detroit, Seattle. Al, KC, Arizona. Bill, Buffalo, Chicago. Scott, Houston, Baltimore. Bill, Cincy, Miami. Scott, Tampa Bay, Atlanta. Bill, Indy, Dallas. Vlad, Giants, Pittsburgh. Dave, Vegas, New Orleans. Washington and Cleveland. Al, Denver, Green Bay, Rams and Jags. Tim, San Fran and the Jets. Scott, Chargers, Titans. And Zach, Minnesota, Carolina. My son's fastball is about 90. He had Tommy John right about 2 years ago, and he was thrown about 90 before, and we were hoping, like a lot of people, he would add 2 or 3 miles an hour, but he has not done it. So I don't know. We'll see. My wife, cool for throwing in the 70s. Yeah, me too. Me too. My wife's family is very baseball skilled. Um, I mean, she had two uncles played as high as Double A. She's got Kyle Schwarber's her first cousin. I've known him since he was 4, and he's actually got a freaking cannon on him. He can hit, but I was hoping that my boys would get that kind of talent, go to the major leagues, and retire old dad. But it's not looking so good. Know him? Yeah, I know him pretty well. You know what? I don't know him so well now. Yeah, I don't know him so well now. I haven't seen him in a year or two. His work kind of keeps him away from home. But when he was growing up, I started dating my wife when I was 17 and Kyle was 4. And yeah, I went to his wedding when he got married. And I'm trying to think. The last time I saw him was a couple years ago at Thanksgiving. He always liked me a lot. We used to wrestle all the time. I tell people all the time that I dominate him wrestling. Every time we've ever wrestled, I've crushed him. I just forget to tell them that the last time we wrestled, he was about 6. Oh, he's a great guy. I mean, I remember him as a little kid. I remember him in high school. But yeah, he's pretty awesome. I'm sure when he retires, we'll hang out a little more. Going 5 times on this one. Yeah, 5. Our lucky number tonight is 6. Al, I might post that. I'll put some stuff of him on there when he's throwing. I won't put it on when he's hitting, unless he keeps hitting. His coach said, what's crazy is the game last night, they only had 4 hits, scored 1 run. He had 2 of the hits and scored a run. Yeah, I'll put it on. I don't know if I got any. I've got the videos of him hitting last night. I recorded those, but I didn't. I haven't recorded his pitching. Yeah, he went Division II was his college level when he started, but when he tore his UCL, he was going to a college in West Virginia, and he did not like it. It was not the best program, but he said he wasn't going back to West Virginia if he couldn't play baseball for a year. So he transferred to a Division III college about a half hour from our house, and he's loving it. It's just his fastball's taken a little while to come back to life. I think he did lead his team in ERA last year, but it was not a good ERA. I don't know. If he gets in shape, adds about 4 to 5 on it, he'd have a chance to play in the minor leagues. But I don't know. We'll see. Always hope for him. All right. We're going with box 5 and 28. Box 5 and 28. They're both there. 423. Five and 28. Did I go too many? 5. Oh, his ERA. You know what? I think it was almost a 5. Yeah, it was right around a 5. His team is not real good, and to be honest, he throws the hardest on the team, and they struggled, but I don't know. He's hoping he can find his groove and help him win a lot more this year. 5 and 28. Yeah. Al, baseball is a great sport for kids to get in. If your boy likes it, I don't know. My boys love baseball, and we've had a great time with that as they've been growing up. Yeah, definitely. Baseball's the best. One of my son's best stories was Kyle Schwarber's dad gave my son Kyle's like the last wood bat he had from youth league, and I told my kid, oh, I collect memorabilia. I said, keep that thing. It's got some value. We'll have Kyle sign it for you. All this stuff. My son, being the genius he was, and I don't know, 15 or 16 years old, he took it to the park with him. And first swing with that bat, I don't know why he used it, but he shattered it. I thought, you idiot. Yeah, baseball, I don't know. Baseball is my favorite sport. I love it. Loved it since I was about 4 or 5 years old. All right, guys, I'm talking and talking. We got 2 boxes here. We're going to start it with box 28. Here we go. Good luck. I don't know if I got paid minimum wage for all the hours that I've spent baseball with my kids, I'd be a rich man. All right. Coming out first, we got a Raven. Baltimore couldn't hit forever. Now they're hitting every week. Baltimore Ravens. In this one, Scott. That's you. Scott getting the Lunar Raven. I just threw the card across the ring. I tell you what, I'd tell you some stories from my youth, but I sucked so bad. I loved playing baseball. I always say everybody should play baseball until they tell you not to. They told me not to when I was about 14 years old. I got cut. I love it. I'm pretty good coaching it. I'm not horrible. I've taught a lot of kids how to throw and hit, but I couldn't do it myself. They say those who can do, those who can't coach. In my situation, that's exactly right. We got Schwartz authenticated. There it is. That's the running back, the old running back. I had a black earpiece, stuck it in there for you. Now you got 2. That is Willis McGahee. Willis McGahee. Nice hit, Scott. Willis McGahee on the Raven Lunar. Remember McGahee when he took that shot from Ohio State in the national championship game. I would say that helped Ohio State win that national championship. He was a stud. If he never tore that knee, I'd love to see what his career could have been. Nice hit, Scott. Willis McGahee. Box number 2. Up here, I had the last team that came out was Baltimore. Baltimore. Scott doubling down. That's amazing. The classic speed Baltimore Ravens. Scott doubling up. That's amazing. Holy cow. Fanatics authenticated. Ray Rice would be awesome. Both in. Oh, I'll read it now. This one's been in there for a long, long time. That is Mark Andrews. Nice hit, Scott. Mark Andrews. Tight end. Nice hit. 2 Ravens. Man, they didn't hit for like 2 months. And then one day, bang, 2 at a time. That's crazy. It's amazing. I'll tell you what. And then poor Wally had Baltimore in the next one, which there is at least one more Raven in there. I think there's only one. No, there's 2. 2 Ravens in. Hopefully, Wally, it's a Raven night for you. I'm pulling the first break. Baltimore Buffalo. Is that the only sport your son plays, Al, or does he play basketball also? My boys never played football. 2 boys never wanted to play football. They love football, watch it every week, cheer for it, even go to high school games, but they did not want to play high school football at all. Oh, Pittsburgh. Don't like the injuries. Injuries are rough. Where the hell's Pittsburgh? There's Pittsburgh. And Green Bay. All right, guys, this is the second break that we had listed. Also a 2-boxer. Get us some randoms and see what we can get. There was a guy used to get in the breaks a while back, Rick. I can't think of his last name to save my life. His son actually made it to the majors. I think he's in the majors still. I need to look him up. Kind of awesome people you meet in the breaks. His name is Rick, and I just don't remember it. He got in all the baseball breaks, but his boy is in the majors now. Okay, we had Wally with Baltimore getting the Chargers. Dave, Buffalo, Vegas, Kansas City, Cleveland, Seattle, Minnesota. Bill, Cincy, and New England. Tennessee, and the Jets. Greg, Houston, San Fran, Detroit, Atlanta, Chicago, and Miami. Al, Denver, and the Rams. Dallas, Arizona. Man, I don't know if anybody. Al, you also had Tampa Bay. Got Jacksonville. I put an Emmitt Smith, Arizona in there today. First one I've ever had. Zach, Indy, Washington. Yeah, in Arizona, I've got an authentic Emmitt Smith in there. Vlad, the Giants, Carolina. Tyler, Pittsburgh, New Orleans. And Bill, Green Bay, Philly. Wrestling's definitely a rough sport. I always wanted to wrestle in high school, but at our school, those guys ran like 6 to 10 miles every day. I was not going to run 6 to 10 miles every day. Got to respect those wrestlers. Those guys are freaking crazy, but amazing athletes. All right, 6 times. And I didn't really understand wrestling without ropes, steel chairs. 4, 5, And 6. We got box 60 and 79. 60 and 79. All right. Make sure 60's there. That row looks shy. 60 is there. All right. We got them both. All right, guys. I don't know if I read them, so I'll read them. Wally, Baltimore and the Chargers. Dave, Buffalo, Cleveland, Vegas, Seattle, Kansas City, Minnesota. Bill, Cincy, Tennessee, New England, and the Jets. Greg, Houston, San Fran, Detroit, Atlanta, Chicago, Miami. Al, Denver, Dallas, Rams and Cardinals. Tampa Bay and Jacksonville. Zach, Indy, Washington. Vlad, Giants, Carolina. Tyler, Pittsburgh, New Orleans. Bill, Green Bay, Philly. All right, guys, let's get a box. Box 60 going first. Good luck. Here we go. Washington football team on the flash. Washington in this one. Zach. Excuse me. All right, Zach. That one is authentic. Beckett, authenticated. That's an authentic flash football team. Just put that in there. That is going to be Clinton Portis, the running back on the authentic. Gotta love it. I like the color. I like the football team logo. I like the simplicity in it. I think it's awesome. I wish they'd have stayed the Washington football team instead of the Commanders. Nice hit, Zach. Box 79. Was that right? 60 and 79. Yep. Oh, you're welcome, Zach. Kansas City on a lunar. Dave. All right, Dave hitting the Kansas City lunar. Got an earpiece in the bag. Schwartz authenticated. Like I said, one earpiece in the bag, one on the helmet. Inscribed with stats, 34,241 yards, 196 touchdowns. That's the not Hall. That's going to be Steve DeBerg. Steve DeBerg. Remember him from Tecmo Super Bowl. I think he was, I can't remember if it was Tampa Bay or Kansas City on that video game, but I remember him being on it. DeBerg going to Dave. Nice hit, Dave. Write that down. All right, guys, we'll try a live fill. Let me get it typed in. Oh, hold on just a second. I'll let you reset. Hold on, guys. Just a second. There it is. All right, see what we got. Live chat. right, first up, got Greg, KC. Damn it, pushing me down. Al, New England. Brugman, Vegas. Greg, San Francisco. Elliot, late on Kansas City. Dustin, Denver. Nathan, Detroit. Al, the Rams. Greg, Houston. Al, Dallas. And Buffalo. Brugman, Cincy. Elliot, the Giants. Underestimated my typing speed. Never underestimate the slowness of these fingers. All right, guys. We've got 4 spots left. Let's see what we got. We got Arizona. There is an Emmett, authentic. Indy. There is a Peyton. Brugman, Indy. I'm trying to pick things I know. I believe there's a Tua and another. There's a dual signed with Tua and one of his wide receivers. I just can't remember which one it is. Let's see. Chargers. There's a Herbert. The Bears. There's an Urlacher. New Orleans has a Drew Brees. Tampa Bay has a Baker. Baltimore has a Ray Lewis. Jets, there's a Sauce Gardner. Tennessee, there's an authentic Tennessee. I don't remember who was on it. Pittsburgh, there's a Darius Slay on Pittsburgh, the new Steeler. Washington, I don't remember. Green Bay, I don't remember what came out. Carolina, there's Xavier Leggett. Philly, I want to say Devontae Smith. Jacksonville has a Trevor Lawrence. Minnesota, I know there's a Chris Carter. Seattle. Maybe Largent, probably Largent. Cleveland, I don't remember. Pulled the Chubb. Atlanta, we just pulled Julio, so I don't remember that either. All right, guys, 3 spots left. We've got the Jets, Cardinals, Eagles, Titans, Dolphins, Jags, Steelers, Chargers, Vikings, Commanders, Bears, Seahawks, Packers, Saints, Browns, Panthers, Bucks, Falcons, and Ravens available. We'll try a 1 box after this, but I'm going to go ahead. Individual spots, $20. If you see one you want, call it out. We've got 6 individual spots. Johnny 5, Miami. Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey's in there. Elliott, Arizona. Greg, Tampa Bay. Brugman, Chargers. Mark, Packers. One spot left, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. One spot left. I'll go ahead and get us a box. Teams left going to be Jets, Eagles, Jags, Titans, Vikings, Steelers, Commanders, Bears, Saints, Vikings, Seahawks, Browns, Falcons, Ravens, and Panthers. Got some pretty good hits on those teams. Jeff, Saints, you got it. That closes it. All right. Since I've got it up, I'm gonna go ahead and get the 2 boxes. Then I'll pull the randoms. All right, 6 times. Top 2. I think we had 101 helmets to start the night. I think I've got 107 numbers, so there could be one that we pulled already. And 6, we got box 20 and 14. Those rows are full, so they're there. 20 and 14. All right, let's get our randoms. And we'll try a 1 box after this. We'll end it with a 1 box. I think I might do something tomorrow, not Joe Bosa Speed Flex helmet. What are you asking for a Joey Bosa Speed Flex? I might do some kind of something tomorrow. I don't know. Trying to figure out something to do. Hopefully I'll be back on Tuesday. I can't remember if one of my kids has a game Tuesday. We were able to do Tuesday this week. It was kind of cool. I can't read my writing. Son of a bitch. How do I screw that up? All right, Greg, Kansas City, Minnesota. Al, New England, Atlanta. Al's always crazy when he gets the Falcons. I don't know how many Falcons you've hit, Al, but it's a bunch. Brugman, Vegas, the Jets. Greg, San Francisco, Tennessee. Dustin, Denver, Baltimore. Nathan, Detroit. Oh, shit. Washington. Al, the Rams. Pittsburgh. Oh, man. Bosa on a Bills already would be pretty awesome. I haven't seen one yet. Greg, Houston, Cleveland. Al, Dallas and Buffalo. Jags, Seahawks. You get that right? Yep. Brugman, Cincy. Philly. Elliott, the Giants. Bears. Brugman, Indy. Carolina. I think that's all the randoms. Yep, that's all the randoms. Everything else was individual. Okay, we've got Greg, Kansas City, Minnesota. Al, New England, Atlanta. Brugman, Vegas and the Jets. Greg, San Fran, Tennessee. Dustin, Denver and Baltimore. Nathan, Detroit, Washington. Al, Rams, Steelers. Greg, Houston, Cleveland. Al, Dallas, Buffalo, Jags and Seahawks. Brugman, Cincy, Philly. Elliott, Giants, Bears. Brugman, Indy, Carolina. Johnny 5, Miami. Elliott, Arizona. Greg, Tampa Bay. Brugman, Chargers. Mark, Green Bay. And Jeff, New Orleans. All right, and we got box 20 and 14. Let's see what we get. Drip helmet. Charger drip. I think I don't remember. I might need a Joey Bosa Buckeye. Can't remember if I got Joey. I know I got Nick. I just don't remember if I have Joey. All right, guys. Box 14. Here we go. Good luck. Vegas, Brugman, Zach doubling up on the night with a Vegas. I can't tell if that's a flash. It looks like a flash. Could be a flash. They're always hard for me. Has a visor. Both earpieces. One's just off center. Dave and Adams authenticated. And it is number 83. For some reason, I can't think who that is. Anybody know that one? Oh, it's still 83. Who is 83? What box was that? Who is that? That is, Willie Gault. Not Plunkett. Willie Gault. I believe that was a 70s Raider. Never had him before. Oh, gotta get my battery plugged in. Willie Gault. Nice hit. Let me grab a charger. Cord on this thing. My laptop battery goes dead in no time flat. Hendricks? Was it Hendricks? I got Gault written down. That Gault's not right either. I don't think it's Hendricks. I'm looking it up. Let's see. I have Gault written as a Raider. Horizontal mode. Let me pull up Dave and Adams. Let's see what it is for sure. It's an old Raider, I know that. I think it's Gault. I'm going to make sure. I can read the letters, but it looks... don't give me a freaking pop-up. I think it's Gault, too. I'm going with Gault. If it's not, I'll let you know. Because I see G-A-U-L-T. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Willie Gault. Nice hit. That is a flash, isn't it, Al? Is that a flash? I got a Raider somewhere. Yeah, that's a flash. I got it right this time. Usually I can't tell the difference between the flash. Yeah. The Raiders, I was telling Al earlier, the Raiders they get hosed on their specialty helmets. They don't have half of them. And then the flash they do have is barely different than the regular. They need to step it up. Give the Raiders something cool. Oh, they could. I just don't get it. Give the Raiders an awesome helmet. Historic franchise. You'd think they'd have all the good stuff. All right, guys. Box 20. We'll do one more break after this. It'll be a one box. How do I know that? Pittsburgh. It's a Steeler. Al. It's a Steeler Eclipse. Authentic Steeler Eclipse. Got the tag there with the name on it. You probably read it. No surprise on that one. Beckett authenticated. Yep, not claimed. Pittsburgh went unclaimed in that one. On the authentic, love the black. This one. He's the starting running back this year, I would think. Local to you? Nice. That is going to be Jaylen Warren on the Eclipse Authentic. Nice hit, Al. Pittsburgh Eclipse Jaylen Warren. Nice. That's 2 authentics tonight. Utah State. Would he have been? He would have been there with Jordan Love, wouldn't he? I would think he was there with Jordan Love about the same time. All right, guys, I'm going to post a 1-box live fill. There it is. 1 box. This is going to end us for tonight. Jaylen Warren, he doesn't seem to sign a whole lot. I would think Gold Rush would have him in a lot of stuff. They go heavy on Steelers sometimes. I don't think he's been in any of their series yet. All right, going slow, guys. Don't send until she fills. We got Elliott, Kansas City. Greg just laid on Kansas City. James, the Chargers. Nathan, Detroit. This is a 1-box, guys. $20 a spot. Jeff, San Francisco. Greg just behind on San Francisco. Dustin, Denver. Al, New England. Greg, Houston. Oh, Houston. Al, Rams. Greg, Tampa Bay. Al, Buffalo. And Cincinnati. Greg, New York. I'm going to guess the Giants. If it's the Jets, let me know. Johnny 5, Indy. And James, Cleveland. We got 2 spots left. Teams remaining. We've got Vegas. There is a Brock Bowers and a Bo Jackson. Dallas. There's a Dak. Green Bay. I don't remember what we pulled, so I don't want to say it's in there. Miami. There's a Tua dual signed with one of his receivers. Just don't remember which one. Al, Vegas. 1 spot left. We got Arizona. There's an Emmett authentic. Nathan, Miami to close. That'll do it. All righty. All right, guys, this will be the last one of the night. Get off here just a little after midnight. Late night here. For some of you guys, it's probably Not too bad. I've never lived in a different time zone. I've always wondered if being like in mountain or western time zone does that suck for live TV? I guess would be how I'd ask it. Like on football games, we get a 1 o'clock start time in the East. So do your afternoon games actually start early in the morning? Just asking. I don't know. How's that work? That'd be kind of weird, football starting at 10. Elliott, Kansas City, Arizona. 11-2. Wow. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of different. James, Chargers, Eagles. So when you break, Al, you're like right after dinner. Nathan, Detroit, Tennessee. 10-1 for West Coast. Yeah, that would be, man. Jeff, San Francisco. For folks who go to church on the West Coast, it'd be rough watching your teams play. Dustin, Denver, Chicago. Al, New England, Baltimore. Greg, Houston, Minnesota. Although, man, Monday Night Football would be a whole lot nicer if it started at 5 or 6. Al, the Rams, Atlanta. I have to sit up till 11:30 or 12 to see the Monday and Sunday games. Greg, Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Al, Buffalo and Cincinnati. Dallas, Pittsburgh. Greg, the Giants, Washington. Yeah, I'm sitting there late, and then they go to overtime or something on a Sunday. Makes Monday a pain. I'm going to work all tired. Johnny 5, Indy, Jacksonville. James, Cleveland, the Jets. I guess there's no real way around it. Somebody's getting an early one, someone's getting a late one. Al, Vegas, Carolina. And Nathan closes with Miami. Gets Green Bay. Sure. Yep, got them all. I guess I never thought about how early that would be on the West Coast. Huh. Elliott, Kansas City, Arizona. Oh, my goodness. So those European games that are starting at like 10 in the morning here, those suckers are starting at like 7 or 8 in the morning for you guys. That's nuts. James, Chargers, Eagles. Nathan, Detroit, Tennessee. Jeff, San Fran, Seattle. Dustin, Denver, Chicago. Al, New England, Baltimore. Greg, Houston, Minnesota. Al, Rams, Falcons. Greg, Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Al, Buffalo, Dallas. Cincy, Pittsburgh. Greg, Giants, Commanders. Johnny 5, Indy and Jacksonville. James, Cleveland and the Jets. Al, Vegas, Carolina. And Nathan, Miami, Green Bay. 7:30 where you're at. I don't like the European games. I think it's crap that a team you support. Now, I don't have season tickets or anything like that, but somebody's losing a home game every time they play those games in Europe, and that just seems, I don't know, doesn't seem right. Unless it's the Jags, I guess. They don't sell any tickets anyway, but I guess that makes sense. That's probably their biggest home game when it's a home game for them. 4, 5, and 6. We got box 183. Is that there? Yep, it's there. Yeah, I've never understood the desire for those games in England. $183. All right, guys, this is our last one of the night. Let's see what we can get. Good luck. Next year it'll alternate. I don't know. I just don't like taking something away from a fan base. You know, I mean, we don't. Some of the fan bases I get, and they always give Jacksonville a game over there because they don't draw, and that makes sense. But I think Pittsburgh's going over soon. When they go over there, you know, they're a sellout every time. All right, guys, last one of the night. It's an STS. Green Bay. That was the last random pulled for Nathan. Nathan hitting the Packer STS. Al says, dang it. All right, Nathan. Let's see what you got. Fanatics Authenticated. It's a rep. Stay low. That's what I think every time a Steeler comes out, but I'm so slow on the draw, I never get one I can't get the Steelers. There he is, young guy. He learned how to speed up that signature, too. I've got him on his one of his rookie cards. That is Luke Musgrave. Somehow that is Luke Musgrave. Does anybody see an M in there? I mean, come on. He's a good player. I think he's going to be real good, but L dot, then it looks like an S. Nice hit, Nathan. Luke Musgrave. Yeah, well, all the young guys want to speed it up. That's what I like about the old signatures, man. Like Steve DeBerg, I can read that thing. Mark Andrews, I can read his. Willie Gault, I knew it was Willie Gault because I could read it. I don't know. Take a minute. Spell it out. But Luke Musgrave, nice hit. On the STS. That's my favorite STS right there. I like the white one too, but I think this is this 2.0? There's that one. I can't remember which one this is, but that's my favorite STS. I hope they keep making those. Keep doing different things with STSs. I think they're awesome. All right, guys. For tonight, we had Mark Andrews, Willis McGahee, Steve DeBerg, Clinton Portis, Jalen Warren, Willie Gault, and Luke Musgrave. That's 2. I thought that was 2.0. That's my favorite, I think. It's awesome. Nice hits, guys. I appreciate the fills. I hope to be back on Tuesday, and I might do something. What the fuck? I might do something tomorrow. I don't know. I've got some stuff. I'm trying to get my basement cleaned up, and I've got a bunch of stuff I haven't used yet. Yeah, Nathan, you have a good night, too. Everybody have a great Sunday. Do something fun. If it's hot, beat the heat. If it's not hot, enjoy it. Sound like Al was going to have the best weather of us all. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Have a great week.